detto nulla, gli dice allora buon pomeriggio signore e signori, benvenuti qui a Villa Barone per quella bellissima serata che passeremo insieme con tutti noi. Facciamo un bel applauso prima di tutti al club comunità Andrettese, un grande applauso, dai, tutti insieme. E continuiamo un bel al nostro presidente Anthony, un bel applauso al presidente Anthony Senarchia. And as most of you know us, we are Melody. E in questo momento voglio invitare gli ospiti d'onore, signore e signori, the MC for the evening, Mr. Antonio Corvino, un grande applauso, dai!
Signore e signori, buonasera, buon pomeriggio, no buonasera, scusate. Grazie per essere venuti qua a Villa Barone in the Bronx per celebrare il nostro 37esimo anniversario della comunità andrettese d'America. Anzi, scusate un attimo, un piccolo annuncio. Underneath your plate there's a ticket, it's a door prize ticket. Please don't throw that away before they remove the plates. So keep it with you. And if you win, good luck. If you don't win, good luck anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to our 37th annual dinner dance of the Comunità Andrettese Club. Before we begin our festivity, I would like to call up to the mic Ashley Fierro per il nostro partecipazione dell'inno nazionale, the Pledge of Allegiance. So please everybody kindly stand up to salute our flag. Chiedo a tutti gentilmente di alzarvi per il saluto alle nostre bandiere. Quindi ecco Ashley Fierro for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Inni nazionale, salute alle bandiere dal nostro complesso Melodia.
Fratelli d'Italia, l'Italia se ne sta dell'ermo di Scipio, se cinta la testa, dove la vittoria le porta la chioma e schiava di Roma, il Dio la creò.
classe desta dell'elmo di sci, si incinta alla testa dove la virtù che porga la gola è schiava di Roma, il Dio la creò. Stringiamoci incontro, siamo pronti alla morte, l'Italia chiamò. Stringiamoci incontro, siamo pronti alla morte, l'Italia chiamò. Sì!
Un applauso al complesso melodia. Please remain standing for a second, for a minute of silence, dedicated to all our members that have passed, to all the people that are sick, and to all the men and women in uniform that put their life on the lines all over the world to defend our country and for our freedom. Thank you. You might be seated and enjoy the night. At this point, I want to call Father Martin Bigling for the blessing of our food.
In the United States, my name is Biglin. In Ireland, it's Beglin. And in Italy, it would be Biglini. So maybe I could call myself a person of many nations, but certainly it's my honor to be with you. I'm not going to be able to stay all afternoon because it's my nephew and his wife's wedding anniversary. But I'd particularly like to congratulate our honored guests who are here, as I was honored several years ago, and I know that it brought great joy to me being part of you, and to our honorees this day, the same thing. My family still talks about the wonderful time that we had that evening, and I'm going to tell them later on, isn't it wonderful that we do it in the afternoon now, so that those of us who are older can get home and go to bed early, and those of you who are younger can put the kids to bed and get ready for work the next morning. But as we gather here, we know that one of our favorite priests has gone to Rome, Monsignor Fred Berardi. He's not gone to become the Bishop of Rome, because that's already taken care of by Jorge Mario Bergoglio, but rather he is in charge of the priest residence and study house for American Catholic priests who are getting degrees in Rome. And I have not heard from him recently, but he has sent me regards from Italy, and he also sends all of you regards. He wishes he could be here, so maybe he'll be back for our Mass that will have a holy name to honor the Madonna. I'm here to say the grace and to give the prayer, but I would like to share with you this. Every time I pass the statue of the Madonna, I think of so many people who made it possible for Our Lady to be right outside our church, so that many people can stop and pray as I do. And I thank God for all those people who are here today, those who were not with us. We can be so proud that we have a wonderful shrine, not in Andrettese, but right in New Rochelle. And then of course we know that this society is not just for New Rochelle, but for Harrison, West Harrison, and so many other places where the members call home. So let us pray. Lord our God, as we come here today, we thank you for the gift of life, for our call to be your people. We particularly give you thanksgiving for Giuseppe Russo and Arthur and Nancy Anderson that are being honored today. We pray also for the needs of this community gathered here and for the community back home in Andrettese. We pray that as we enjoy food and drink, that we will continually enjoy our lives. There are many things that distract us of God in living life, and sometimes we don't think enough about the good things that we have. Give thanks to you. But anyway, even if there are things that are troubling us, we hand them over to you to ease our pains and our sufferings. And joyfully we make this prayer to your holy name, our God, forever and ever. Amen. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Thank you, Father Baby. Allora, siamo qua stasera. Prima di tutto prima di andare avanti, voglio fare un saluto a tutti gli andrettesi, prima di tutto qua presenti, gli andrettesi che ci guarderanno in tutto il mondo, tramite la videocamera di Giovanni Cosmo che è qui presente. Un applauso a Giovanni, bravo! Un saluto di vero cuore, un abbraccio di vero cuore va al nostro sindaco di Andretta, al primo cittadino di Andretta con tutta la cittadinanza andrettese. Quindi, ancora una volta, grazie per essere qua con noi e grazie al Comitato Festa per avermi dato questa possibilità di presentare questa magnifica serata. È un onore qui essere davanti a voi, a presentare qui parlare delle nostre origini, delle nostre radici, delle nostre tradizioni. Il nostro scopo è quello di mantenere insieme gli andrettesi della zona di New York e dintorni e a mantenere l'amicizia e i rapporti con paesi un paese intorno ad Andretta, come per esempio un paio di sere fa eravamo a una festa e il presidente di Mosa De Santis ha detto dovremmo fare una festa da Andretta a Mosa e la Guardia, la chiamiamo la festa Lutrebbeda. Non so per chi sa chi è Lutrebbeda, non posso spiegare tante cose, ma forgive me if you don't understand, but I have to speak in Italian for a little bit, so somebody will translate later. You know, when you watch the video, there will be a translation at the bottom. Come dicevo, è un onore, mi hanno detto che ero il chairman del Dinner Dance, ma il lavoro viene fatto dai miei amici, dai miei collaboratori, perché la bellezza di essere il chairman vuol dire che tu puoi dire agli altri che devono fare e tu soltanto guardi. Grazie al comitato del giornale e un ringraziamento speciale va a Rosa Antolina e Filomena Corvino per tanto lavoro che hanno fatto. The centerpiece che vedete sui tavoli sono stati costruiti da loro e il vino è stato donato da Michele Cenciulli, un nostro paesano. Scusate, un pochino di difficoltà tecnica. Ogni anno a queste feste dedichiamo queste feste a delle persone che, sia paesane o non paesane, che si sono distinti nel portare avanti il nome della nostra Italia, specialmente del nostro paese di Andretta, sia tramite scambio culturale, insegnamento della lingua italiana e anche nel campo economico, e sia nell'aiuto a progredire e sostenere l'esistenza del club Comunità Andrettese. Non voglio dire di queste persone che ci sono questa sera, che non voglio che sia una sorpresa, non so se lo sapete chi è onorato stasera. Ma a questo punto non voglio allungarmi troppo, voglio presentare un personaggio, una grande persona che non ha bisogno di introduzioni. È un esempio, questa persona è un esempio di continuazione dell'esistenza del nostro club, perché è il figlio di uno dei fondatori, quindi è come passare la corona del re al principe e così via. Quindi senza altre parole, ecco a voi il presidente della comunità andrettese, Andrettese.
Thank you, Tony. Thank you for that warm introduction. Grazie, Tony. I would like to welcome you to our 37th annual dinner dance of the Comunità Andrettese Club. Benvenuti al nostro 37esimo banchetto ballo annuale della Comunità Andrettese. While our organization hosts many events throughout the year, our venison dinner, our picnic, our golf outing, our holiday party, and it's events like these that bring us together to enjoy the company of family and friends throughout the year. But our dinner dance gives us an opportunity to say thank you to those individuals and members of our community who do this every day to bring us together. And this year's honorees are Giuseppe Russo, Nancy Anderson, and Arthur Anderson, and they have done just that. They have given their time, hard work, and dedication in both their personal and professional lives. It's individuals like these that bring us together as a community and make us stronger as an organization. Il nostro club ospita molti eventi durante l'anno e la cena del cervo, la scampagnata, la giornata del golf, la festa di Natale. Eventi come questi sono eventi che ci portano insieme di godere della compagnia di familiari e amici. Il nostro banchetto ballo dà comunque l'opportunità di onorare e ringraziare i membri speciali della nostra comunità per quello che hanno fatto e fanno ogni giorno. E quest'anno di nuovo è Giuseppe Russo, Nancy e Arturo Anderson che hanno fatto proprio questo. Ci uniscono come comunità. Also, each year at our dinner dance, we award scholarships to graduating high school seniors. And this year's scholarship will be awarded to Ashley Fierro, who led us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And Ashley will be graduating from Westlake High School. Ogni anno al nostro banchetto ballo si riconosce la nostra gioventù che sta per diplomarsi e la vincitrice della borsa di studio quest'anno è Ashley Fierro che si laurea da Westlake High School. Auguriamo a lei molto successo nei percorsi di carriera che sceglie. And earlier, as I mentioned, we hold a lot of events throughout the year, and it's events like these, as I said, that bring us together as a club, as a community. And we make a lot of donations to other organizations, the American Heart Association, the American Cancer Association, the Wounded Warriors Project, and we also make a lot of contributions back to the hometown projects in Andretta. And that's one of the main reasons why we are together as an organization, to do good here and to do good in Andretta. So, with that said, I'm going to keep it short. I would like to thank you again for your continued support here and throughout the years, and it's events like these that enable us to help others. I would like to thank my fellow club officers, the members, and especially the Dinner Dance Committee. As Tony said, he's the chairman, he gets to boss us all around and tell us what to do, but it takes a lot of people to come together and bring an event like this together. So, again, I just want to say thank you, and grazie a tutti, buonasera.
Un applauso al nostro presidente Anthony Senerti che sta facendo un lavoro veramente eccezionale come presidente. At this point I wanted to call the mayor of Harrison, where our club resides. Please welcome Ron Bolmanti.
Thank you very much. Gentlemen, congratulations. You guys did a great job. To the committee, outstanding. Every year I come, it's hard to believe it's been a year since we've been here, but time just flies. You've outdone yourselves again. Thank you, congratulations.
Thank you.
It's truly, it is truly an honor for myself to be here today. I thank you for the opportunity to say hello and to welcome everyone. Congratulations to our recipients tonight. Art, Nancy, and Giuseppe, congratulations. I'm sure you're well deserving of the award. It's very important. You gentlemen do a lot of great work around the world. Go back to your hometown, which is wonderful. but I implore each and every one of you to make sure your Italian culture and heritage is kept alive and well. Even the traditions, please make sure your families keep those things going. My grandfather settled in Harrison in 1895, believe it or not. My mom was born here. She's 97 years old and still kicking. Well, she doesn't kick too much, but God bless her. But the point is, she can converse with her mom and dad, but she never spoke Italian to us. And I'm very upset that that wasn't shared with myself, my brother, and my sister. But for all the moms and dads and grandmas and grandpas in the room, please be sure that the Italian culture and heritage is kept strong in America. Okay, just wanted to say that. It's very, very important. And I was listening to the radio. I was telling Mario, I was listening to the radio one day last week, and there was a basketball player. His name escapes me right now. And the commentator said to this basketball player, an African American, he said, if you get a big contract, what are you going to do with all the money? He said, well, if I get a big contract, I know what I'm going to do with the money. I'm going to buy a house in Italy, the greatest country in the world. With that, I say, God bless you all. Have a pleasant afternoon.
Thank you very much. A round of applause. Okay, moving on with our program, I want to call Lou Russo to the mic. Un applauso, Luigi Russo.
Thank you, Tony. How's everyone doing tonight? Good. Hope you all having a great day. As Tony said, my name is Luigi Russo. I'm here today to introduce my father, Giuseppe, who is one of the honorees this evening. I'd just like to take a moment to say a few short words. Nato nell'anno domino 1945. No, anyway. I'd like to first take a moment to thank the club's executive members led by President Anthony Sinergia and the membership at large for nominating my father today. I'd like to also thank the Dinner Dance Committee led by Mr. Tony Corvino for doing such a wonderful job as usual putting together this excellent event. I was very happy to hear that the club was honoring my father this year. I know that he's very honored and very happy as one of the founding members and an integral part of the club, founding of the club and sustaining the club over the years. He has a great deal of pride in the work he does with the club and the good works that the club does in the community, not only keeping the Italian heritage, but specifically the customs and culture of Andrettese alive here in America. As a child, I recall my brothers and I tagging along to the meetings in the early days, and of course attending all the wonderful events the club has hosted over the years, including, of course, my favorite, the golf outing. Going back to the early days in New Rochelle and now in Harrison, the club has been a wonderful part of my father's life. Thanks to all again, and now I give you my father, Giuseppe Russo. Congratulations, Bob.
Hanno detto tutti gli altri. Everybody said everything about me. So I got nothing to say. Usually everybody says that I talk too much, but tonight was going to be very, very short. I appreciate it for the honor very, very much. I'm honored to be one of the founders of the club and hope the kids, our kids, and all the original members' kids, they get together and proceed with the procession that we went through. It's not easy to get along with people that you don't like to be with. A club is this. You have to compromise. You have to get together and compromise constantly. Respect other people's opinion, listen to other people's opinion, and then if they don't like it, say, hey, that's not good. That's simple as that. I'm honored to be honored together with the Andersons because they are wonderful people. Even though they're not from Andretta, that proves to you that you don't have to be from the same culture, from the same town, or from the same family to get along. These people, they can go to Andretta and participate in the twin cities, Andretta, Ramapo, and they come from way up, especially with the snow on the ground, from Chicago, Illinois. So if they can travel that much, we can travel 20 miles, 10 miles, 1 mile to go to the club and get together with friends. So, said this, thank you very much, and I don't want to extend it because people already said that all the time. George Russo talks too much. Shut up. Keep your mouth shut. So,
Giuseppe.
Scordate cosa, questi cristiani di Padina, they deserve very better respect than is possible because they do a wonderful job year after year. And they have to put up with me, they break their horns once in a while, you know. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for keeping it short. The Comunità Andrettese Club Band of the Year presented to Giuseppe Russo in recognition of his dedication and outstanding contributions as a founding member of the Comunità Andrettese Club and for his achievements among the Italian-American community. March 30th, 2014.
That was a very beautiful speech from Joe, and I have to say this is the shortest speech that he has, shortest one, but very good, short and sweet. I want to call now Mark Belanich to the mic.
They told me to keep the speech short, but I never listened to authority, so mine's going to be a little bit more. Anyway, buon pomeriggio e anche buonasera a tutti. My name's Mark Belanich. Some of you know me as the co-conspirator of the Ramapo and Andretta golf outing, along with my partner Bob Bosch, who's here, and we run the 20 committee golf outing. But anyway, let me get on with my introduction. As I said, I'm Mark Belanich, and I met Arthur Anderson through my association with the Ramapo and Andretta Italian 20 Committee. I'm very proud to tell you a little bit about my friend Arthur, and your next honoree. He's a very good man, I'll say that right off the bat. I would like in his honor to give the rest of the speech in Norwegian. However, my Norwegian's gotten a little rusty. Anyway, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Arthur. Some of it's in the program, but I think you'll find it of interest. Arthur and his brother Arnold were raised in a very, very, very small town. Some of you may know it, Brooklyn, New York. And some of you may know it as Brooklino, New York. But anyway, Arthur's parents and grandparents came in from Norway and settled in Brooklyn. His father was a skilled carpenter, and his mother ran 6 school lunch programs in Brooklyn. And one of her favorite things was to hire, can you hear me okay? Yes. To hire Italian ladies as their cooks. And we all know why, right? Because Italians are the best cooks. And maybe the best lovers too. Okay. I was told that Arthur was very musical in high school, but I've never heard him sing, and I've never heard him play the trumpet. So maybe later, Arthur? Yes? You'll do it? Okay. Arturo, as we sometimes refer to him, attended Trinity College in Chicago, where he studied science and secondary education. He was all set to start a job as a probation officer. Somehow I don't see Arthur as a probation officer. But the day of his graduation from Trinity College, he got an acceptance to the Peace Corps. You all remember what the Peace Corps was? President Kennedy and all that? Well, he got an acceptance to the Peace Corps, and I think that was a much better direction for him to start off his career. So he went and trained, and he ended up going to, of all places, because you really never know where life's going to take you. He ended up in Debre Marcos in Ethiopia, in Africa, where he taught science to 7th and 8th graders, who I'm sure appreciated it greatly. He told me his classes were quite large, about 64 students in a class. And some of those students that he's kept in touch with went on to become physicians and other people of importance in Ethiopia. While he was there, though, he did have a little bit of fun. He traveled around. He went to the site where Mr. Stanley met Dr. Livingston. You all remember Dr. Livingston, I presume? I'm not sure who Arthur found there, but maybe he found someone. He also spent time actually vaccinating people against smallpox and tuberculosis in southern Ethiopia, and I'm sure made himself well at home in Africa. I failed to mention, though, that while at Trinity College, Arthur met his most important asset, Nancy. Okay? Of course, like many men of the time, he left her behind to seek his adventure in Africa. But he didn't forget about her, no. In fact, he asked his brother Arnold, who's here, to get her an engagement ring and present it to her. And in those days, of course, there were no emails, no text messages, no Facebook, none of that stuff. So I don't know exactly how he did it. It might have been that he used the African drums, or maybe he did the smoke signals, not sure. But somehow he managed to ask Nancy to marry him. And just 2 weeks after he returned from Africa to the United States, they were both married. Yeah, just a little more. It's hard to condense someone's life into 2 pages. Anyway, Nancy had already lined up teaching jobs for the both of them in Suffern, New York, which is where, of course, the Ramapo Andretta group is centered. And there they taught in the school system of Ramapo for 32 years, both of them, which is an amazing achievement. And Arthur, in particular, taught 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. He taught everything, but mostly taught science. And he enjoyed taking his 5th graders on overnight, like kind of camping trips, but to discover the wonders of nature. Another thing, okay. He also spent 20 years as an emergency medical technician, so he was always of the volunteer mind. Anyway, Nancy became the chaperone, as you know, for the Ramapo Andretta Italian 20 Committee, and Arthur became her most valued assistant. But more than that, he became the self-appointed official photographer. Now here he is at his own affair tonight, and I see him running around with the camera, unlike me. Okay, and he spent countless hours putting together the pictures that he would take of the many events that we had, the dinner dances, the golf outings, the trips to Italy, the trips where the kids would come to the United States to be housed here in New York. And he would put together beautiful albums and present them to the various people, the honorees, and so on. So he's a very hard worker when it comes to photography. I believe he's still carrying on some things out in Chicago. After they retired, they moved to the Chicago area to be near their daughters and their wonderful, beautiful grandchildren, the 3 granddaughters, which I'm sure he'll talk about. And Arthur and Nancy, even though they moved out to Chicago, as was mentioned, they would return very often to New York, make that long drive, often stay in our house, which was a pleasure, and they would come to help keep the Italian Twinning Committee alive. So ladies and gentlemen, I give you the best Norwegian, Italian I know, Mr. Arturo Anderson.
Sono molto contento di essere qui. President Anthony, Mayor Belmont, Father Vigelin, Judge David Stein, Andrettese Club, Dinner Dance Committee, our Andrettese friends who are here at this wonderful dinner dance. We are very glad that some of our Ramapo Andretta friends are here with us also. I'd like to introduce my family that have come from Illinois. 2 daughters, Laura is here. Laura is here. Laura is here with Kari, Kirsten, and Cora. Lisa is here with Alexis and Katie. Laura was with Nancy in 2007 when she was there with the students, and Laura had a wonderful time. My brother Arnold, his wife Helen, and Ellie are here from Iowa City. So we're glad to have you. Close to the girls at the same table is Madeleine Donahue, who taught Laura and Lisa French, and Nancy's colleague. So we're very glad that all of you are here. Their husbands, by the way, are back in Illinois working. Over the years, the family has seen so many pictures and heard so many names and stories about our friends in the Andrettese community, both here and in Andretta. We're glad that they're here getting a chance to see some of the enjoyment that we've been talking about. From the first time I was in Andretta, I told Nancy how much I felt at home. The people, the families, were so much like my relatives in Norway. They're friendly. Giuseppe Russo is just like my cousin Anna's. In both places, family values are important. Families work together and they have a good time together. Time is spent with friends and family. There is time for coffee and cake, for a drink, for a meal together. People share each other's joy, their good times, and their times of concern and sorrow. Christian faith is an important part in their lives. One difference between Norway and Andretta is the home-cooked meals. In Norway, there are many white meals. There's codfish, there's potatoes, and there's cauliflower. By the way, the bacala in the market in Andretta comes from Ålesund, or the Lofoten Islands in Norway. Nancy loves to make colorful, delicious Italian meals. especially when the family comes over. When Nancy comes back from Andrettese, she always brings back new ideas for a meal. If she's not sure how it should be prepared, then she'll call Anna or Madalena in Andrettese or Marie in Suffern. One time, 2 elderly cousins from Vigrestad in Norway were enjoying a delicious Italian meal that Nancy prepared. Ellen asked, what gives it that special taste? It was the garlic, which she had never had before. When Anthony asked me to put together a DVD with around 15 minutes of pictures, it was a difficult task. How to select a few pictures from the thousands to show the history of our twinning program and the highlight of the people of Andretta. I thought, what would Giovanni Cosmo or the Fierro brothers select? I also thought of Michelangelo Mili and Franco Russo's work in Andretta. Over the years, we've been a part of a very special group of people in this exchange with Andretta. Our lives have been enriched by the students and their families, the dinner dances, the social events, and the time spent with friends who have shared a part of their lives with us, both here and in Andretta. And in Andretta, we have all enjoyed to be with these friendly, fun-loving, caring people that have a rich history and culture. These hardworking, proud people have shared their homes, their food, their values, and their time with us. We will always be thankful that all of you in the Andrettese community have become so much a part of our lives. You have greatly honored Nancy and me today, and we thank you very much.
The Comunidad Andrettese Club Community Service Award presented to Art Anderson in recognition of his outstanding contributions to the Andrettese community and for his commitment to the Ramapo Andretta Italian-American Twinning Organization, which provides students from Andretta and America a wonderful learning experience. March 30th, 2014.
Okay, at the same time, I want to call to the mic Marie Belange. Marie. She wants a little encouragement. Come on, a little encouragement.
Buonasera, amici. Hello and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Marie Penso-Belanich. What a wonderful time we're all having here, enjoying tasty Italian food, splendid music and dancing to come, along with wonderful, loving friendships among old and new acquaintances. First, I'd like to thank the Comunità Andrettese for the tremendous amount of work you all do to have events like this dinner dance to keep us all connected. And now it's my distinct honor to introduce to you my great friend and sister, Nancy Powell Anderson. Give her a round of applause. I'm trying to be concise, but there's just so many things you cannot leave out when you talk about Nancy. So, everyone knows Nancy. She's that little lady with that mighty spirit and energy that keeps her smiling, going up and down the streets of Andretta, Roma, Capri, Sorrento, and even New York City, with students from Andretta and Ramapo. Nancy has been the chaperone for the Ramapo Andretta Twinning Committee since 1996. She is our ambassador extraordinaire. Nancy brings people and cultures together. She grew up in rural Chicago in a large family. She enjoyed learning Spanish so much in high school that she decided to become a Spanish and French teacher. Nancy graduated from Trinity College in Chicago and began her career teaching in New York. Meanwhile, she was also making plans to become Mrs. Arthur Anderson. Since the Anderson clan came directly from Norway, Nancy thought she should learn to speak Norwegian to enjoy her husband's family heritage. These days, both Nancy and Arthur take great pleasure in teaching others about the history and culture of Norway. They visit family in Norway often. Eventually, Nancy and Arthur started a family. They are very dedicated to their daughters, Laura and Lisa, and their 5 lovely granddaughters who are here tonight. Nancy is a very dedicated mother. She was active in the Girl Scouts and the church choir, but still, she made the time and had the determination to also learn Italian. Nancy is also a wonderful cook. She knows recipes from all over the world and often prepares grand Italian feste to give others a true cultural experience. I first met Nancy in Suffern, New York, where she was teaching Spanish and Italian. She introduced me to the Ramapo Andretta Twinning Committee and changed my life. In the year 2000, Nancy asked me to assist her as a chaperone to bring 6 Ramapo students to Andretta. What a wonderful adventure we had. We discovered how many similar passions we share, and we taught each other many things as well. The first time I traveled with Nancy to Andretta, I was amazed by all the people that Nancy knew by name. She took me to meet each one of her beloved friends. She took me through every street to show me how wonderful a jewel Andretta truly is, as you all know. And if you haven't been there yet, you must go and visit. She knew about her friends' lives. She knew about their lives, their families, and who was related to whom. We took beautiful photos of life in Andretta and worked hard to help both Italian and American students become friends and learn about new languages, cultures, and experiences. It was our job to make sure all the students were comfortable and had ample opportunity to grow. We also had to keep them out of trouble. Boy, did we have fun. How can I describe what joy we shared witnessing these young people learn about life and grow? Well, I guess that's what teachers do. I wish I could tell you more about the many cherished memories we have shared. Perhaps if you look at some of the photos displayed here tonight, you could get an idea. Eventually, both Nancy and Art moved out to Chicago to be near family. So when they would travel back to New York, they would stay at our house. What a blessing this friendship has been to our lives. Nancy and Arthur take great care to give love, attention, and encouragement to each person they meet. They bring God's love with them wherever they go. Together with Nancy, I've helped to plan our trips to Andretta, as well as organize the New York visitation of students from Andretta. We always enjoyed meeting the new American and Andrettese students. We continue to cherish distinct memories of each adventure, and now we share in the joy of seeing how these young students have grown into respectful, ambitious, successful, happy adult citizens of the world. And now, may I present to you someone who knows so much about life in Andretta and loves this special little town as if it were her very own, Nancy Anderson, or Annunziata Andersoni.
Buonasera amici americani e andrettesi, e vorrei dire a quelli che guardano dall'Andretta che vorrei parlare in italiano per tutto questo, per dirvi quanto vi amo, quanto penso di voi, quanto voi siete parte di noi e della nostra famiglia. Sempre parliamo di voi, sempre portiamo voi nel cuore. Grazie tanto. È la verità. I want to thank you all for honoring us today in this way, which I feel very unequal to, frankly. But I can only accept this honor on behalf of all the people who worked so hard for the Ramapo-Andretta Twinning Committee, and I would like those of you that are here from Ramapo who worked together to help the twinning succeed to please stand and be recognized. We appreciate it. Grazie tanto, veramente. Being asked to serve on the twinning committee was one of the best things that ever happened to me. My life has been so greatly enriched by Andretta and the Andrettese people, as well as by helping young people to experience life in a different culture and environment. Andretta is a town with many levels of history, set in a beautiful and peaceful countryside where people live una vita genuina. They really live life, a real and true life. We've made so many special friends, many of whom are like family to me and to us. Besides our friends in Andretta, we now have so many friends among you who live here in Westchester now and nearby, and we appreciate you so much. We appreciate that you've taken us into your circle and that you do have these kinds of affairs where we can get together. We really appreciate that. I've had the privilege of working together with 3 mayors and their assistants, Camillo Caputo, Giuseppe Guglielmo, and Angelo Antonio Caruso. Also, many Andrettese townspeople have been there for us to strongly support the twinning when times were tough, and we felt like it might not go on. We've been given many warm welcomes, many wonderful dinners and feste, and so much hospitality and love by the warm-hearted, generous, talented, and fun people of Andretta. I'm here to say, grazie Andretta, vi amo e vi ringrazio dal cuore. Andretta has given us unique and wonderful experiences. The families and the amministrazione comunale have taken us on so many special gite or cultural excursions. Art didn't put any photos of these trips on the DVD because it would have been just too many pictures. We've had experiences you can hardly imagine. Angelo Russo has shown us around the Museo Storico, the History Museum, on every visit, and it is further developed every time we come. We've enjoyed the town feste and even been honored at some. And our students have learned some new dances from their Andrettese friends. What a delightful picture to see the grandmothers dancing with their grandchildren and the babies in the carriages, just enjoying the music and the atmosphere out there with all the people dancing and the musica dappertutto. È stato bellissimo. What a wonderful time. We've also enjoyed pizza da Franco, e ho visto Franco qua stasera. Bravo stasera. All the times we've been in the da Franco. Grazie. Pizza da Rotto, pizza al pub, pizza al bar l'australiano, special dinners al ristorante Roma. The best dinners are always in people's homes, often nel giardino, in the garden, featuring special homemade good things and homegrown ingredients. Art and I have been at 2 weddings and been invited to 2 more. We've heard Franco Di Benedetto sing O Sole Mio at Alina Benedetto's wedding party, and also in Piazza. We've enjoyed many nights at Di Benedetto's Albergo, his inn, or also followed by un bel cappuccino e un brioche di Martina. Many friends offer us un caffè as we walk by. We've seen the beautiful casks made by the old bottaio, the barrel maker, Vincenzo Cuozzo, from the times gone by when they put the water and wine in these beautiful containers. We heard old Antonio Morano tell of his admiration for Roosevelt, FDR, who created jobs that some of his paesani needed so badly. Some of them were doubtless the stonemasons who did such beautiful work that we still admire it today. We've enjoyed the music played by various Andrettese friends, even l'ex sindaco Giuseppe Guglielmo on the fisarmonica, the accordion, and also armonica. We're often in contact with dear friends like Anna, Maddalena, ma tanti amici ci sono, non posso dire quanti amici ne abbiamo. They are like family. Anna's brother Tonino took Art with him to hunt for funghi, mushrooms, una mattina di autunno and autumn morning. He and Vincenzo D'Ascoli kept us from getting poisoned on bad mushrooms. Then Anna made these heavenly funghi al forno, baked mushrooms, come è stato buono. If I were to tell about all the wonderful experiences with our Andrettese friends, or all of our Andrettese friends, I'd be talking for days. I am so grateful to you and to them, really. One of the most special experiences I've had was to be in Andretta twice for the Corteo Storico. I hope that many of you have had a chance to be there because it is something not to be believed, and you have to be so proud of this, so proud. The first time I was with my daughter Laura, and she was assisting me. I was so proud of Andretta, I could have just burst. Then the next time, Marie and I, as well as our students from Ramapo, were invited to participate in costume. What an honor. Huge credit for this great achievement goes to La Dottoressa Giovanna Bilotta Ceraldi and also to Nina Strazza Delapi, who is here tonight. Nina, grazie mille, tu sei veramente straordinaria, straordinaria. I'm so proud of her. She created so many lovely costume designs and put in so much work. Andretta has produced many brilliant and creative people. I enjoyed reading L'Eco di Andretta, thanks to Il Generale Nicola di Guglielmo, and many scholarly and poetic Andrettesi. Speaking of scholars, Carmine Zicardi has been very generous with his fine books delving into Andretta's history. I wish I could tell you more and more and more. There are so many things. Over the years, many dozens of students, both from Ramapo and from Andretta, have had the chance to try out each other's world and each other's language. And they've built friendships. A number of these friendships are still carried forward through social media. A few of the students have even managed to go back for another visit. Several of the families also made a visit, like the Labrunas, all of the Beliniches, some of them twice, all of the Concilios, and some of them twice, including last summer when I went with them. On our first visit, we had a very large group, well over 20, including our supervisor, Herb Reisman, and his wife, and Senator Nancy Calhoun, and Mario Occone, his wife Chris, and their family. Much later, Ramapo Councilman, now Judge David Stein, and his wife, David, stand up a minute. His wife Karen made a special trip there, which was much appreciated by the Andrettese community and by us as the twinning. to stand as a representative of our town in Andretta. He really went out of his way and it was very special. It has been a very special joy for me to watch the Andrettese children that I knew years ago grow up, go off to study at the university and begin a career, and some of them get married. I've been adopted Andrettese by 2 mayors of Andretta. Whatever I've put into the twinning program, I have received so much more. One of the targhe or plaques that was given to me has an inscription that is very dear to my heart. La distanza non conta, l'amicizia abbatte ogni barriera. Distance doesn't count. Friendship breaks down every barrier. Thank you all very much. Grazie mille.
Andrettese Club Community Service Award presented to Nancy Anderson in recognition of her outstanding contributions to the Andrettese community and for her commitment to the Ramapo Andretta Italian-American Twinning Organization, which provides students from Andretta and America a wonderful learning experience. March 30th, 2014.
I also want to call Giuseppe Russo to come here and Andrettese Energia. We have some flowers for all these beautiful ladies. Can be presented one by one. We're still waiting for Giuseppe Russo. Giuseppe, did you give her a GPS? Don't anybody go away, we have to take a picture. Okay, just bear with us. We almost finished. I know you guys are frustrated for all this time. We have to present the scholarship. I want to call Rossana Caringi to the mic. A round of applause for the Italian teacher.
Buonasera a tutti, io parlo in italiano perché sono un'insegnante di italiano e mi sento in famiglia qui con il club Andrettese, ci conosciamo da più di 30 anni, una piccola storiella che lei l'anno scorso hanno dovuto fare un video facendo un cooking show e allora lei con le sue amiche della classe ha fatto, lo spettacolo si chiamava La cucina di nonna e Ashley era la capobanda, si era messo un bel fazzolettino in testa come sicuramente gli ha insegnato la nonna di mettere dietro i capelli così non vanno e ha fatto una bellissima un piatto di cavatelli col sugo. E questa è stata una cosa che ha fatto onore alla nonna e volevo solo parlare di questo oggi, tanto per farvi capire che le tradizioni bisogna portarle avanti. E Ashley lo sta facendo e continuerà a farlo, ne sono sicura. E allora voglio chiamare Ashley e dargli un bellissimo applauso per questa borsa di studio che riceve dal comitato. E grazie di avermi avuto qui con voi. Un bellissimo applauso ancora e un abbraccio.
Ashley. The Comunità Andrettese Club Outstanding Student Achievement is presented to Ashley Fierro. Best of luck in the future, March 30th, 2014.
Va bene, grazie, un applauso a tutti. Allora abbiamo finito con le presentazioni, mi hanno detto che la pasta sta per essere servita, quindi enjoy your pasta and then after the pasta we can do all the dancing you want. Ok, now we can have a toast dal nostro presidente Anthony Senerchia.
If I could just ask everyone to please stand. In piedi, per favore. With your champagne glasses raised, I just want to wish a toast to Giuseppe Russo, Nancy Anderson, Arturo Anderson, and the Comunità Andrettese Club. Continued success for everyone in the years to come. Buon divertimento, buonasera e salute.
For those people who understand, can read the in Andrettese dialect, in a little journal that it's on the table, there is a toast written in dialetto Andrettese called the Brindisi del Maresciallo. If you want a translation, see Gian Mastro Giacomo, he will translate it for you. Or I could do a good job, pretty good job. I will see you guys in after the pasta. Enjoy the pasta and we'll be back.
While you're enjoying your pasta, there was so much mentioned about this wonderful video that Arturo put together. So while you're enjoying the pasta, you're going to get to see a wonderful video put together by Art Anderson of all the years of the Italian Ramapo Andretta Twinning Committee. So enjoy.
What are those flowers for? I say I have no idea. Un'altra persona, se guardate questo giornale da You Have on the Table, questa persona porta anche il nome che io dovrei essere Giuseppe, ma non è vero. To do this journal, I had one of the best men in my right hand, best man in the business, Mario Scarano. Please come over here, Mario. Come over here now, otherwise I'll carry you. I wanted to give you a plaque, but then I thought, he's making plaques for a living. What am I going to give him? So we have a bottle of wine for you from the committee. Un applauso a Maria Scarano. He's responsible 90% for this journal. Thank you. Okay, now we are ready to dance. Let's go! In silenzio morderai le lenzuola, so che non perdonerai. Mi dispiace, devo andare. Il mio posto è là. Il mio amore si potrebbe svegliare. Chi la scalderà? Strana amica di una sera, io ringrazierò. La tua pelle è sconosciuta e sincera, ma nella mente c'è tanta voglia di lei. E si muove la sua mano, dolcemente cerca me. E il sonno sta abbracciando pian piano il suo uomo che non c'è. Mi dispiace, devo andare. Il mio posto è là. Il mio amore si potrebbe svegliare. Chi la scalderà? Strana amica di una sera, io ringrazierò. La tua pelle è sconosciuta e sincera, ma nella mente c'è tanta voglia di lei. Chiudo gli occhi un solo istante, la tua porta è chiusa già. Ho capito che cos'era importante, il mio posto è solo là. Chiudo gli occhi un solo istante, porta è chiusa già. Ho capito che cos'era importante, il mio posto è solo là.
Canzoni che fa cantare i nostri cuori. L'amore sai, non è soltanto rose e fiori, alle sue spine il suo dolore e i suoi momenti di passione. L'amore sai è una catena di emozioni, come un tornello di canzoni che fa cantare i nostri cuori. Via di mamma. L'amore sai, non è soltanto rose e fiori, alle sue stime i suoi dolori e i suoi momenti di passione, un ritornello di canzoni che fa cantare i nostri cuori. Allora sì che il mio canto ti farà capire quando sei bella e ruffiana, alzati un po' la sottana, fammi vedere quella cosa che piace a me. Sei carina, anche un po' della bambina, quegli sguardi appassionati, che pensieri fanno nascere in me. Alla sera, ti balena, mentre le labbra ti fanno d'amore, mamma che voglia che ho di stare più stretto, più forte al mio cuore. Fammi toccare la fila dei tuoi bottoni, fammi vedere il tuo cuore che batte per me. Senti che bello il mio canto che dedico a te. everybody can squeeze in. Where are our honorees? Let's get Nancy and Art and Joe Russo in the middle of the dance floor. Joe Russo and his wife, Giuseppe. Nancy and Art and Joe Russo and Giuseppe in the middle of the dance floor. Now everybody can squeeze in. Go ahead. Circle to your right, ladies and gentlemen. Turn around and circle to your left. And now I'm going to ask everybody, we're going to make two circles. I want the men on the inside circle, all the men on the inside and all the ladies on the outside. Well, the guys got to turn around and face the ladies and make a circle. There you go. And now, everybody, circle to your right. To your right, guys, to your right. At the beginning of the there. Now, turn around and circle to your left. I like this circle, Angelo. How'd you come up with this? Now everybody can squeeze in. I want to see this. Go ahead. Squeeze in. Squeeze back out again. And let's circle to your right. Turn around and circle to your left, ladies and gentlemen. To your left. Let's squeeze in one more time. I think you guys can squeeze a little bit tighter than that, as tight as you can get it. Squeeze it. And no hanky-panky out there, alright? And let's circle around to the right again. Everybody stop! Everybody grab your partner next to you and do-si-do! Here we go! Now turn around and go the other way. There you go. Everybody's confused. Everybody squeeze in. And we all go in. Good. All the way in. Squeeze one more time. Now keep turning to your right, ladies and gentlemen. To your right. Now turn around and circle to your left. Looks like we got a crack in the circle. It's always the men that screw everything up, right? Circle to the right, to the right. No, turn around, go to the left again. Everybody squeeze! Great job! Give your hands. Del paese, incredibilmente sono 5-6. In mezzo a quelli ci sono io, c'è sempre lei in tutti i sogni miei. Un giorno sono andata alla cascina, sull'avevo venuta una stella, e ho fatto una proposta un po' cretina, ma da 20 anni questo si può fare. Amate, 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 se ti allunghi sulla paglia, disegni una battaglia. battaglia dell'amore. Amare, 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 chi ti ama non si sbaglia, mi fa venire la voglia dell'amore. Amare, 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 se ti allunghi sulla maglia, ti segno la battaglia dell'amore. Amare, 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 chi ti ama non si sbaglia, mi fa venire la voglia dell'amore. Maria mi ha risposto sorridente, tesoro sul fienile baci tu. La strada poi è stata riscossione, tu sali e dopo aspettami lassù. Alla risposta struna e cortese, mi sono portato gente a testa giù, ma lei dopo si è tolto la sua scala e dal fienile non ci scendo più. Amare, 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 se ti allunghi sulla paglia, ti insegno la battaglia dell'amore. Amare, 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 chi ti ama non si sbaglia, ti fa venire la voglia dell'amore. Amare, 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 se ti allunghi sulla paglia, ti insegno la battaglia dell'amore. Amare, 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 chi ti ama non si sbaglia, ti fa venire la voglia dell'amore. Poi verso mezzanotte mi ha stupito, perché lei è salita su da me. Dicevo come, caro pieno pulito, ma adesso caro tu pulisci me. La maglia quasi quasi si è inquietata, con l'avveniere pieno di calore. Aiuto, ci voleva Giuseppe con la pompa, con l'acqua per calmare lo sguardo. Amare, 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 che ti allunghi sulla paglia, ci taglio la battaglia dell'amore. Amare, 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 che ti ama non si sbaglia, ti fa venire la voglia dell'amore. Amare, 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 che ti allunghi sulla paglia, ti taglio la battaglia dell'amore. Amare, 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 che ti ama non si sbaglia, ti fa venire la voglia dell'amore. Tanta gente in vita mia, la mania come te nessuno c'è, ci metti l'amore e la fantasia, a te la mania non vuole tre, da sola male tu ne vuoi tre, da sola male tu ne vuoi tre. Un'altra! Alberto di Fox. Programma giunsurato e programma giunsurato, quando era zitto io, tutto un urbisi. Programma giunsurato